Okay. Okay, so first, this is the test. Actually, in column, your answer for the test is already missing because before this, the column have maintenance, right? So I cannot. But before the column maintenance, we have conducted this test, and also I have key in your marker. Yeah. So okay. Based on this, this is the question for the test. Most of you is kejap. Most of you have a low score because of cannot answer for the subjective question. Yeah, yang there are two question, so you are still cannot cannot answer for the question. Yeah. Okay, so ni kita go one by one ya for the question. Ada lagi yang masuk tak? Tak ada, alright. Okay, so the first one, which of the following is not a factor that will affect the industrial and organizational psychology in the next decade? So the answer actually is global warming ya. Okay. And the section yang nombor 2, the section containing a list of tasks and activities in which the worker is involved is labeled. So maksudnya ini jawapan dia adalah work activities ya. Jadi work activities tu adalah ada contain of the list of the tasks and activities that which worker is involved ya. Sekejap. Okay. This one I think there is some error for the system ni, maksudnya rasanya I don't know why this happened. Okay, blah 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 is an educated prediction about the answer to our research question. So actually when we talk about the prediction, prediction meaning this is hypothesis. Okay. The correct answer is hypothesis. So hypothesis meaning is we would like to predict something. We already have the justification or the prediction, and then we would like to prove this. We have the research question, and that we would like to know we would like to prove this one. Is it correct what we think about this research question? So this is meaning is hypothesis. Okay, so the answer question is hypothesis. The correct answer, sorry. And then select the yang number 4, select the right basic step in conducting job analysis. This one also is the important one you should know. Yeah. What is the step for the conducting job analysis? So when you will get the question or any case study that need you to conduct the job analysis, so you know what is the first step until the last one. Okay, so the first step is what? The first step is identify task performed first, yang ni, right? Number 2. Okay, and then what after that? Write the task statement. Yeah, this is number 2, the step 2. And then after that is read the task statement. Okay, first we identify dulu what is the task yang patut ada dalam this job. And then kita tuliskan the task statement tu, and then we rate the task. Yeah. After we rate the task, and then determine the essential of knowledge, key SAOS. Yeah. And after that, we select task to tab key SAOS. Mana yang important dari semua key SAOS ni. Yeah. So the correct answer is 2, 1, 4, 3, and 5. Yeah, this is the basic one, the fundamental that you should know to conduct the job analysis. Okay. So question 5. Which of the following is a proper task statement? Okay, the proper task statement is dia kalau yang proper tu dia ada subjektif dia ada kata kerja dia, and then there is object kat situ. So edit supervisor's memo. So this is example of the proper task statement. When you would like to write, the task statement should be clear. Ada subjektif, ada objektif, ya, ada kata kerja. There is what is the task, ya. Ni edit, task je edit. Edit apa? Edit supervisor's memos. The object is supervisor's memo. Okay. Next question. Nombor 6. The blah 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 is the process of determining the work activities and requirement, and blah blah is the written result. So the answer is yang ni ya, job analysis and job description. Description. So job analysis is process for determining the work activities and requirement. Meanwhile, the job description is the written result. Yeah. Job analysis tu proses dia. Okay, you have to know what is differences between job analysis and job description. Job analysis is the process when you would like to determine the work activities and requirement. So, job description is you write that. You write the result after you determine, so you write them. So, the written result, we call it as job description. Okay, so I hope you know the differences between job analysis and job description based on this definition. Alright, and next is question 7. Okay, during the job analysis interview, the question asked should be apa? The interview. What is differences between interview and also survey? Siapa yang tahu? Interview and survey.
Interview ni madam dia macam bersemuka begitu. Kalau survey dia kita kumpul maklumat dari feedback dari mungkin dari employee begitu.
Survey pun kita boleh buat. Ini tatap muka. Apa? Siapa yang tahu? Kan? Interview memang tatap muka boleh. Survey pun tatap muka boleh. Okay, kalau interview apa method dia? Kalau kita survey, what is the method we use? Biasanya. Pernah tak di interview orang atau tak jawab atau kita ada orang datang survey? Siapa yang ada pengalaman? Who has experience being interviewer maybe, atau tak, kalau tak jadi object for the interview, you be the interviewer contohnya, atau tak you make the survey. Siapa yang pernah? Ayo. Biasanya interview ni kita tak siapkan jawapan, right? Because we just prepare the question what we would like to ask to another person, right? Sama macam interview kerja, right? We already have the list yang structured interview. We already have the list for the question, but the answer we cannot predict, right? For interview, because kita tak boleh close kan the answer for interview. Sebab interview ni is very subjective. So it depends on the person that we interview, what they would answer based on our question. Yeah, that's why for interview usually the question asked should be open-ended. Maksudnya kita tanya, tapi orang akan menjawab tu lain-lain. Dia orang maybe for person A dia akan jawab A, person B akan jawab B, boleh jadi person C dia akan jawab Z. Yeah? So it's very different. So we cannot close the answer. But for survey, okay. For survey, usually kalau survey tu apa orang guna? Survey biasanya guna questionnaire kan? Ya.
Yeah, madam.
So kalau questionnaire macam mana? Siapa pernah jawab questionnaire?
Dia sediakan jawapan dia.
Ada yang scaling, right? Ada yang guna scaling, ada skala 1, skala 2, 3, 4, 5. Contohnya apa? 1 tu very good, nombor 2 good, nombor 3 neutral, nombor 4 is not good, nombor 5 is apa lagi yang lain. Contoh dia ada scaling dia. So that is differences between interview dan juga survey. Yeah, so kalau interview biasanya memang open ended. Kita tak boleh agak what is the answer from the orang yang kita interview. Tapi kalau survey, sebab kalau survey ni kita dah ada something yang kita nak target. Alright, so that's why for the survey we already prepare all the answer, tapi ada pilihan for the answer, ada skala dia. Okay, Likert scale biasa kita sebut. Alright, so that is differences between interview and also the survey. Okay, next question 8. Manipulating the blah 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 best distinguish experimental research method from other research method. So, yang kita manipulate independent ke dependent? Independent, right? So, variable yang kita manipulate, yang macam kita design sendiri variable tu. Kita nak contohnya manipulate variable ni, kita nak orang yang jadi partisipan eksperimen kita ni orang muda, yang adult, dewasa, and then elderly, orang tua. So kita ada 3 kriteria umur contohnya. Tu kita manipulate, kita sendiri as researcher yang design that one. But for dependent variable we cannot manipulate that, because the dependent variable is what we would like to measure. From the independent variable that we have set, okay, we would like to measure the dependent variable. Yeah, so that is differences. Alright, question 9, which are of industrial organization psychology is most concerned with defining the market for consumer good. So this is consumer psychology, yeah. Okay, then suppose the manager want to increase the output of staff or work process or typist. Okay, this is some macam case study, yeah. Which of the following strategies would be consistent with the principle of scientific management? Okay, so manager want to increase the output of staff yang kerja dia adalah sebagai typist. So cara dia adalah untuk design workstation that increase the efficiency with the which worker can perform their job. Yeah, so ini adalah caranya. Yeah, and then question 11. All the employees who had younger managers tended to receive lower rating. So this is an example of which of the following? Age bias. Yeah, sebab di sini kita ada nampak ada older and then younger. Yeah. Ada jadi macam all the employees dan juga the managersnya younger than the employees, ya. The dependent variable is variable that is measured by the researcher. Okay. 13, an employee who inquires about his or her level of pay compared to other employees within the same organization is addressing the issue of internal equity. Yeah, so this is example of internal equity. According to most research, subordinate feedback result in increased supervisor performance. Yeah. Kalau kita ada dapat feedback dari subordinate, so dia akan increase the supervisor performance. Yeah. Nah ini this question banyak yang tak boleh inilah jawab dengan betul, ya. Hypothesis. Okay, what is the hypothesis for this one? The title is impact of working environment on job satisfaction. So, apa dia punya hypothesis for this one? We would like to prove what? Jadi, patutnya hypothesis dia adalah working environment will affect on job satisfaction. Kita tak tahulah efek dia apa. It will increase or it will decrease. So depends on the working environment. That's why job satisfaction here as dependent variable. Okay, and the independent variable-nya adalah the working environment. Yeah. So that is what we would like to prove. Itu hypothesisnya. The working environment will affect on the job satisfaction. Yeah. How is the effect? Is it a positive or negative effect of the job satisfaction? It depends on the working environment itself. Kalau working environment yang bagus, so it will increase the job satisfaction. But if the working environment is bad, so it will decrease also the job satisfaction. Ya, so tahu ya yang mana dependent variable tadi, based on tadi independent variable. But type of sample or participant. Kalau baca dekat sini, siapa the participant? The target population consists of consists of educational institute, banking sector, and telecommunication industry that operate in Pakistan. So maksudnya, the sampelnya adalah partisipannya adalah orang-orang yang bekerja, the workers that work in these three kind of institution or a workplace, yeah, educational institute, maybe like the teacher or lecturer, yeah, banking sector, and also telecommunication industry. Okay, so itu, yeah. Saya nampak banyak yang salah untuk identify yang mana independent variable dan juga dependent variable. Yeah, so that's you have to remember kalau independent variable adalah yang dimanipulate oleh the researcher itself. We as researcher can design that independent variable. Macam tadi lah example, I give the example of the age. Saya nak participant of my study ni saya bahagikan kepada 3, adult, young, elderly, and I would like to compare between this type of person, yeah, for the result on the job satisfaction example. Jadi job satisfaction tadi akan depends on tadi, the age tadi, depends on the independent variable tadi. Kalau young, maybe job satisfaction-nya macam mana, what is the result. Kalau elderly, how about the job satisfaction? Okay, so please really remember yang mana independent and dependent. Okay, question 16. The type of research method can be used are as follow except okay, control group. Control group is not research method, but control group is a type of the participant, yeah. Macam mana kita nak design participant tadi. So maybe ada yang kita jadikan control group, ada yang jadi experimental group contohnya. Tapi kalau research method yang ditanya ada type of research method. So type of research method ni ada eksperimen, quasi eksperimen, ada survey, ada field observation, ada what else? Ada lagi yang lain. But control group bukan type of research method, ya. Okay, question 17. Which of the following section in job description can affect a person's perception of the status and worth of a job? Yang ini adalah job title, ya. Yang can affect a person's perception of the status and worth of a job is job title. Okay. Below are formal requirement method, except employee referral. Okay, so you can open again your note about the requirement. Okay. Okay, and then you can see the differences between this requirement method and what is the employee referral. Okay, a field experiment in industrial and organizational psychology is one which is conducted in work setting. Dia different ya, between experiment and field. Kalau ada kata-kata field ni, maksudnya adalah dekat tempat yang sebenar. Kalau kita dekat workstation, so atau dekat tempat kerja, meaning field tu adalah dekat tempat kerja tu. Ya. So macam field observation. Sama field experiment, kita buat eksperimen dekat work setting tu. Tapi kalau field observation pun sama. Kita buat observation dekat tempat tu. Tapi kalau contohnya hanya eksperimen atau tak the lab experiment, maybe we can simulate the work setting yang ada dekat company tu, kita simulate in our lab task, in our lab. Biasanya ada yang macam because we would like to control the environment. Contohnya macam ergonomic study, mostly if we would like to do objective measurement, ya, guna-guna alat yang very sensitive like electromyography or maybe for the brain signal, to measure the brain signal. If we bring that equipment to the field, the equipment is very sensitive, so it will very banyak noise yang akan didetect. So that's what we would like, will have to simulate the work setting in our lab. So ini bukan field experiment. Yang field experiment memang betul-betul buat dekat tempat tersebut. Okay, question 20. Which of the following is not part of highly structured interview? Use of intuition. Yang namanya structured interview, dia semua memang dah structured, ya, very structured. Tak ada pakai intuition ni, very subjective, right? So use intuition yang tidak, bukan yang bahagian. Question 21. Psychologists in the area of blah 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 concentrate on workplace design, man-machine interaction, and physical fatigue is human factors. Okay. Sorry, the element of key AOS that tells what a person is able to do on the job is skill. Okay. The third step in conducting a research is to choosing an experimental design. Okay. IO psychology made its first major impact in World War I. Yeah. Okay. In general, the majority of the research comparing college student sample with actual employee sample conclude that college students behave different than real world sample. Okay. Kalau biasanya college student dengan actual employee sample, dia memang akan result different, because this college student is tak terbiasa to do that task compared to the actual employee sample, so the result when they do the same task, we compare between the college student and actual employee should be different. Okay, this one also. Okay, for this one, factor of workplace environment that affect. So, yang ini macam mana? Hipotesis dia adalah apa? Workplace environment have affect employee performance. Yeah. Azhar ke? Azhar nak jawab? Okay. Dependent variable dia apa? Azhar.
Employee performance.
Employee
in
performance.
An organization.
Yeah, in an organization, betul. Kalau independent dia?
Workplace environment.
Ya, sama lebih similar sebetulnya dengan yang first tadi. So type of sample dekat sini boleh boleh kita baca rasanya. An employee performance and the sample size is only 50. Ni ada 50 current employees, ada 50 orang pekerja. So itu sahaja sebetulnya. Right. Question 27. Place the following in the correct sequence to best describe the process by which IO psychologists do their work. First, look dulu. Tengok dulu, dengar, look, listen, and baru kita measure and kita record. Ya. So ini adalah dia punya tahapan ya, the step ya, to describe the process ya. Okay, question 28, performance appraisal are useful to do which of the following? Semua betul ya. To conduct HR research, to validate selection technique, to identify the training requirements. So that's why we need to do the performance appraisal. Okay, question 29. The section of a job description which contain the knowledge, skill, abilities, and other characteristics necessary to be successful on the job is labeled as job competencies. Yeah, job competencies. So, waktu kita nak tahu waktu kita nak label the job competencies, that's why harus ada what is the knowledge, then what is the skill that we need from the workers, what is the abilities, and also the other characteristics. Okay, question 30. Which of the following is not true regarding the use of grade point average for employee selection? Okay. Yang tak betul adalah GPA has low adverse impact. Okay. So ini adalah dia. Question 31. IO psychologists study our behavior on the job by observing and drawing inference from overt behavior. So ini adalah macam mana the IO psychologists can study our behavior. Yeah. And last question, a performance appraisal instrument would be most useful in terminating an employee due to inability to perform. Yeah. So dengan adanya the performance appraisal instrument ni, kita boleh nampak, we can measure our performance of the workers, yeah, the inability to perform. Okay, so that's all for the ni nanti yang question untuk yang midterm. Yeah, any question? Tak ada? Kalau tak ada, kita lanjut kepada quiz. Quiz ni hanya ni lah kan, communication sahaja. Topiknya communication in organization. Alright. Ya waktu first attempt tu saya, wow, the score is very low. That's why I need to open again the attempt, and so you can do a reattempt for the quiz. Yeah. Okay, so ni nombor 1, question number 1 ni ada yang dapat 10. Siapa? Luqman ya. Okay. The blah 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 includes all the informal conversation that occurred between organizational members that are not officially sanctioned. Okay, so the jawabannya adalah graphene, ya. Graphene. Number 2, noise is not a problem at which stage of the communication process? No, ya. Maksudnya sebetulnya noise adalah problem untuk setiap stage in the communication process. That's why jawabannya adalah none of the above. Dia bukan hanya dekat source, noise bukan hanya problem dekat decoding, noise bukan hanya problem dekat receiver, tapi noise adalah problem for every stage in the communication process. Okay, next question 3. The blah 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 is the individual or group that develop the message to be communicated to internal and external parties. Select one. Okay, so this one is encoder. Yeah. Encoder. Question 4. Occurs between organization member who are on the same level in the managerial hierarchy of an organization. So jawabannya adalah horizontal communication. You just think remember that kalau between organization member maksudnya same level. Kalau same level ni dia horizontal kan. Kalau atas bawah, top down, down top, this is vertical. So kan betul kan, horizontal dia sama, dia satu line. Kalau vertical itu atas bawah, atas bawah. So just remember about that, yeah, the differences between horizontal and also the vertical. Upward and downward is type communication dalam vertical communication. Ya, ini upward and downward. Okay, question 5. Internal or centralized organizational communication channel can flow in all of these ways except circular. Ya. So the channelnya kecuali adalah circular, ya. Dia the channelnya ada horizontal, ada downward, ada upward. This is about the channel. Okay, so an informal and unstructured communication channel that cuts across formal channel of communication is called the graphene. So ini adalah contoh informal and unstructured communication channel. Okay, question 7. Oh, sorry. Decoding is the process by which the receiver interpret the symbol used by the source of the message by converting them into concept and also ideas. Yeah, so ini adalah decoding. Sorry. Question 8. Downward communication includes communication that goes from top to bottom, so downward. Yeah. Interpersonal communication is the exchange of a message across a communication channel from one person to another. 10. Which of these is not a method of downward communication? Complaint box. Okay. Kalau complaint box ni contoh apa? What type of communication? Siapa tahu? Upward. Ya, betul. Complaint box is upward. Yang lain ni ada downward, dari top to down. Okay. Dah habis ke? Ada 10 saja ya. Alright. So habis. So this is on for the quiz answer. Nanti saya akan share this recording ya. Okay, any question until here? Tak ada? So I think kalau tak ada question, so meanings that you ready for your final examination. Have you got the schedule for final examination? Dah ada schedule?
Ada, madam.
Bila tu Azhar?
Kejap, madam. Saya cek dulu ya.
Okay, meanwhile kita tunggu Azhar check. Can you open your camera because during the class I think saya macam tak nampak.
Tanggal 28, madam.
28 Jun?
Ya, 28 bulan 6 jam 9 sampai jam 12 online.
Okay, good luck. Please try to answer the final exam question yang lepas-lepas contohnya kan. Kejap saya nak buat ni. Dan juga try untuk baca and then do exercise macam yang kita dah buat sebelum ni tentang job analysis job. Okay, open your camera please. Job analysis, lepas tu yang lain apa lagi yang pernah kita buat tu. Try to do that, right? Selama ni saya jarang sangat nampak muka you all. InsyaAllah, I think we will meet again next semester. Next semester. Tahun 2 kan you all ya? Ni tahun
Tahun 2, madam. Tahun 2.
Okay. Rasanya akan jumpa saya untuk subjek economics. Okay. Amirul mana ni? Amirul, are you there?
Sabar madam, kejap.
Minta tolong ambil gambar boleh? Buka dulu, open your camera all. Saya nak tengok siapa yang tak mandi lagi pagi ni. Rasa banyak lagi yang tak mandi ni.
Masih serabut lagi.
So yang belum buka kamera ni tengah make up, tengah touch up Okay. If there is no question, saya nak minta maaf kalau ada salah dan silap saya selama mengajar dalam satu semester ni. Apa yang baik dari saya tu datang dari Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala dan apa yang kurangnya tu datang dari saya sendiri, silap saya as a human. So okay, But sebelum exam ni, you still can ask ya. If you have any question about all the topics, please ask. You can use our group WhatsApp lah for the yang cepat, the fast ya. Kalau tak kalam, you can use the group WhatsApp. Okay? Alright. Okay, Amirul dah siap, tolong ambilkan gambar. Masih ada lagi yang tak buka ni.
Yang lain Azhar, suruh Azhar lah, Azhar.
Alright, Azhar lah. Okay, boleh Azhar.
Asyik saya ajak madam, bagilah yang lain lagi madam. Panggil je yang
cepatlah.
lain madam.
Cepat, siapa yang boleh ambil? Cepat.
Azhar dengar cakap lah, Azhar. Please lah.
Ayo Azhar ambil. Berapa? Ni ada berapa frame ni? For 38 student, ada berapa frame ni boleh ambil?
Madam,
Okay Azhar, kena count.
Lain saya dah kuat madam, bukan semua saya nampak ni.
Ada Nelly lah, Nelly Grace. Dah touch up nampak. Okay Nelly, you count. Alah, kenapa ni? Cepat nak habis. Amirul, ketua, cepatlah.
Saya pakai ni madam. Saya pakai
Allahu
handphone.
Akbar, la ilaha illallah. Siapa yang nak volunteer lah,
Siapa yang kuat lain dia lah madam. Dia
Luqman,
nampak semua
Luqman.
tu.
Lukman.
Madam lah.
Astaghfirullahalazim. Okay, Lukman.
Kalau saya print screen boleh tak tu?
Ya, boleh. Count. Kira. 1, 2, 3.
Peace.
Dari dia.
Dah, kira lah. Lukman kira.
Madam.
Peace.
1, 2, 3.
Mantap.
Dah semua ke belum Lukman?
Yap.
Lagi, one more.
Okey, lagi sekali.
Peace,
1,
madam. Peace.
2, 3.
Dah? Okay. Thank you everyone for all your cooperation for this one semester. Okay? Please study before your final exam.
Madam,
So,
format dia macam mana madam?
apa?
Dia punya format macam mana?
Format apa tu?
Hah?
Format apa?
Ni format structure
What structure that you talk about, Amirul?
Untuk final madam.
untuk final.
Oh, untuk final. Nantilah saya bagi tahu masa final exam.
Mana boleh gitu madam.
Boleh lah, saya yang buat rules. Kecuali Amirul yang buat rules. Baru Amirul cakap macam tu. Okay, nanti saya akan inform ya. So please belajarlah semua topik. Dan juga saya tekankan yang macam exercise tu, please do it. Yeah, maybe akan ada another case study yang you should also conduct that. Macam yang kita buat exercise tu. Okay, all the fundamental you should know ya, macam job analysis, macam training, how to conduct the training and so on. Ya, soalan dia takkan jauh-jauh dari situlah. Try to discuss the soalan-soalan final exam yang lepas. Ya, okay, alright. Okay, terima kasih semua. Assalamualaikum. Pergi mandi lepas ni. Bye.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you madam.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you madam.
Welcome.